Bonsoir, bon appetit. Oh my gosh. Onion tart. One of my favorite tarts. So easy to make, so delicious. A perfect side to anything you want. So let me take it out of the oven and show you what it looks like. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. And the beauty. Oh, I wish you could smell this. Oh, my God. It has onions, Gruyère, just caramelized onions, everything you would love in a tart, and cheese. So we gotta let this cool for 5 minutes. Oh, watch it, guys. Sorry, I have dogs, so I gotta protect them. But anyways, I'm gonna let this cool, and yeah, check this out. This is an amazing dish. It will change your life. Honestly, make this, it will. It's tasty, beautiful, lovely. And please subscribe. If you like this, like it. If you try this, comment. And share it to the world. Everybody needs to do this. Anyways, bonsoir, bon appetit. Merci. Okay, so let's get our pastry ready. So all my ingredients is cold. My butter, my egg, my flour, my sugar, my salt. It's all cold. So what I did is I refrigerated the flour, the sugar, and the salt, which is 2 cups of flour, general purpose, a teaspoon of sugar, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and you're going to just drop that into your food processor. And then you're just going to cover it, and it's the easiest way to blend everything. Pulse it. There we go. Doesn't take long at all. Now, the egg I took out, it's also cold, so we don't want egg room temperature. I'm going to drop my whole stick of butter. So that's 4 ounces of butter. I'm just going to drop that in there. And mix that up. Tap it for anything that popped up on there. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my egg, and I'm just going to break my egg and just mix it a little bit here. Of course, you could use a bigger bowl, but I like it. Let's do it this way. All right, and I'm just gonna drop that all in there. Beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna cover that. And I'm just gonna mix that really good. Meantime, while that's mixing, I'm going to get the saran wrap. There we go. Now, to give credit, This way to make the pastry, I learned it from Martha Stewart. So refer to her video, how to make it. She does a different recipe with it, modified it slightly. But we have one more step. We're going to add some ice water in there now. And you just need 3 tablespoons. So what I do, I'm going to get a little crushed ice. And give it a second. But yeah, that's how I learned my method. The recipe for my onion tart, I did not learn it there. I learned it, where did I learn that? I don't know. It's a very common recipe in France. Okay, just like make sure that we don't get ice cubes in there. But we want very cold water. And 3 tablespoons will do it. Cover that. And that's there we go. The magic's happening, and it's forming. And look how easy that is. It just makes it for you. Look. Don't you love that? Now watch. Ooh, I should say that. I should have done that. Watch your fingers. Take the blade out first. Grab the rest of that didn't cling on. Put it in there. There shouldn't be much. But look how easy that was. So anyways, then I take this and I just make a nice little ball. There we go. And now I'm just going to flatten this. Wrap in my saran wrap. And I'm going to throw it in the fridge for like 30 minutes minimum. And we will be back. Okay, we're back. I got to organize. So this is really simple. You're going to take 3 tablespoons of butter, drop it in a saucepan, and we're going to melt that, which will melt pretty quickly. You need to put it in a stick, makes it a little easier. Now, with the food processor, I sliced my onions as thinly as I could. If you don't have a food processor, use a Madeleine. If you don't have a Madeleine, use a nice sharp knife. As thin and uniform as you can. But it's much easier with a food processor or a Madeleine. This is 4 onions. It's like slightly over a pound. And we're going to melt this. And we're going to simply add our onions in here. While that's melting, I'm going to take a bowl. I'm going to take a cup and a half, looks like, no, a cup and, well, yeah, about a cup and a half. I'm looking at this wrong. That's why I'm a little confused. No, a cup and a quarter, pardon me. Of heavy cream, so a cup, a quarter of heavy cream, put it in the bowl. And then you're going to take 3 eggs, And I'm just gonna put those in there. Always break them flat so you don't get the bacteria into your egg. And if you can, break it with one hand, great. Somebody taught me how to do it. Never worked for me. So I do it like that. Okay, now I'm going to whisk that together. Actually, I'm going to first season it, and then I will whisk it. I'm going to check on my butter here while I'm doing that. And my butter is ready for my onions. So I'm just going to dump those onions in there. You know, I love the smell of onions when they're cooking. This fall I'm going to make onion soup. I have a recipe I've been doing for years, perfected over years, and I'll show you guys how to do that this fall. But anyways, I do love onions. Just love it. So anyways, we're going to cook this for about 10-15 minutes until softened and slightly browned. So patience is the key for the onions, but very simple to make. Okay, where were we? Nutmeg. So we're just going to brown some fresh nutmeg. If you don't have a fresh nutmeg, powder is fine. Use about, it's to taste, so if you like it a lot, put more, but I would say about a teaspoon of nutmeg is a safe bet. And let's say that's about a teaspoon. Unlike bacon, like pastries and all that, in cooking, you don't have to be exact. But this mixture should be pretty close because it is bacon. The time's going to go after the onions are cooked. So now I'm going to season. I'm going to add some salt. And I like to add some coarse pepper. It just pops out. And I do about, a couple teaspoons, I would say. All right, we're going to mix this. Not too much though, because it is heavy cream. So just blend it together, and that's it. If you kept going like that, you'd create cream, like whipping cream. So now we're going to add our cheese, and I'm just going to mix that in. And this is our mixture for the tart. Well, part of it. We're going to have to wait for the onion. But basically what we're going to do is cook the onion, add the thyme, let it cool. Then we're going to put it into our tart. But first we're going to, what do they call that? Pre-bake the tart. And then we're going to add the onion mixture, and then we're going to add the sauce here, the heavy cream, and then we're going to bake it. And it's going to be delicious. Now, in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that, we might as well butter this. Now, what I like to do is you can do a spray, like a baking spray, and spray for non-stick purposes. But I like to save wrappers for butter. And I like the old-fashioned using butter, because I know what's in butter. I'm not quite sure what's in all the sprays, but either way, it's what your preference is. And I think I like to go a little heavy. I'm just gonna circle this a little bit. Really get it good in there. That's why people do the spray. It's a lot easier than doing what I'm doing right now. But I find by doing this, it adds more flavor, in my opinion. I've done it both, with the spray and I think just using real butter. I don't know what's in those sprays, so people that make that stuff don't get mad at me. Alright, that should do it. I'll just go with my fingers. Make sure everything's nice and greased. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to throw away. I need to occasionally toss the onions. You want to make sure they're nice and get covered by that butter. And just stir it like that. And now we just, on a medium-low heat, be patient. When it's translucent, starts to turn brown, it's ready. I like to lick it, the flame. There we go. Cooking. This, in the meantime, I'm going to put in the fridge. The pastry's in the fridge because I just made the pastry and it needs to be in there for 30 minutes, and we still got a minimum of 30 minutes, and we still got 15 minutes to go. So I'm not going to make you guys wait around 15 minutes. We will continue cooking this down. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute, and well, in 10 minutes, and we'll go from there. We will be back. Okay, so my onions have caramelized, browning slightly. Look at the beauty of that. So now I can transfer that to my mixing bowl, and we'll be back. And of course, while it's cooling, I added the thyme. This is silver thyme from my garden. Fresh thyme works best. You can use any kind. If you don't have fresh thyme, use excuse me, dry thyme. That's fine. And I'm just going to lightly mix it. And look at that. Look how it's sticking and all that. That is just amazing goodness there. Alright, we're going to let this cool. Completely cool. Alright, we are back. So let's get our pastry. It's been sitting in the fridge for over 30 minutes. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw it on the flour. So I floured my marble here and floured my thing, my rolling pin. And I'm just going to work this out, making sure there's no cracks. And try to do it even. And I want to bring it out about 9 inches. Well, over 9 inches slightly. So because this deep greased tart pan is 9 inches. And then I'm going to blind bake this and start the magic. My mixture is ready and cooling. My oven's preheated at 425. And mine is actually at 400 because this oven is a convection oven, and it's really a good oven, and it bakes things a little quicker. And just does a wonderful job. So I appreciate that it's quicker. All right, we're making progress here. Let's see how far more we gotta go. All right, a little more that way. 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 Bring in these edges a little bit. There we go. I want to make it as brown as possible. There. Let's see. Oh, right here, I need to come out. So you don't want any cracks in your thingamajigger, in your pastry. There we go. So a little patience, it's okay. All right, let's check that. All right, so I'm just gonna pull this gently over my pen. And I'm going to take that and just roll it back. Oh, roll it back over it. And Martha does this so much better than me because I'm a little off here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to bring this in, bring that in, bring that in. And what we want to do is we want to make the edges thicker than the bottom, of course. So make the bottom with your fingers and make that so you can see. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing this down a little bit and making it thicker here. Bring it down and thicker. Down, thicker. So I just kind of move it down, push it against. All right. Go all the way across, all the way around, I should say, across. And if it does crack a little bit, it's okay. Just push it down a little more. And fill it. And I like this because it really adds a nice crisp edge to it and holds it together a little better. I'm going to take a little piece here and push it in here. So that's about the only really thin piece. All right, let's go around with our fingers and take a look at it and see if there's anything I don't like. Oh, we need a fork. All right, let's just cut those edges off. And again, I give credit to Martha. I should say Miss Stewart or whatever. For teaching the sailor how to do this. It's a good trick. And look how easy that is. It just comes right out. Okay. And I like this now. Now, we're just gonna poke some holes at the bottom. All right, we're gonna take our parchment paper, throw it on top, and you're gonna take some beans, or whatever. These beans are old. We use them for bacon. My husband's more the baker than I am. Oh, get all dirty. And he uses this all the time. I use it occasionally. And what you're going to do is take these beans and even them out. So it just holds that parchment right down there. Perfect. All right, now we're going to throw it in the oven for 10 minutes and we'll be back. Oh, we're going to put it in the oven in 10 minutes, and we will be back, but then we're going to take this out. We're not done baking, so don't turn off your oven. Anyways, we'll be back. Just hang on. All right, so it's been 10 minutes, and I'm going to take my pastry out very carefully. Set it right here. Close that. Now, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to fold it and bring it to the center. Drop it into a bowl. Now, I'm going to be careful not to grab the edges because you can break the crust. Oh, let's open that oven, and we're going to put that back in and bake it about 5 minutes till brown. So depending on the oven, it can take a little longer, so in 5 minutes, check on it, and yeah, we'll be back, and we're making progress. Okay, well, it's been 10 minutes, let's take a look. It's starting to brown, but I think it needs a couple more minutes. Earlier I said 5 minutes. I meant to say 10 minutes. And depending on the oven, but mine needs a couple more minutes. So we'll be back. Okay. So, I like it. You don't have to brown it as much as I do. I like it a little brown. Yeah. So it took 14 minutes. And if you can see that, that's what it looks like. So it shrunk a little bit. So now, this is easy. I take my onion mixture, which I've let completely cool down, and I just dump it. This is such an easy recipe, and it's so delicious. And now what you want to do is gently spread your filling into it and thin it out like that. And I will. So you're gonna just, and if you want, you can use your fingers. Just be careful because the tart's hot. You know what? I'm gonna use my fingers. That's how I usually do it. I was trying to be polite because I was on television. Just kidding. So we're gonna spread that, push down gently, not hard. And just make sure all that onion caramelized, delicious, beautiful. onion is just evenly spread to the bottom, and that looks good. Okay, a little thick there. And evenly is the key, guys and gals. Okay. Now, oh, I gotta lower my temperature to 350. I gotta bring a beautiful cheese and cream, heavy cream and all that goodness. And oh, that Gruyère cheese, it's just delicious. So we're gonna pour that mixture in there and put a little bit at a time. There we go. All right, that's enough of the mixture. Egg and all that wonderful stuff. Now, we want to capture the cheese, so I want to gently put the cheese in here. So I have enough fluid there. And I just want to put the cheese, what's left of the cheese. So this happens where I have too much liquid. That's okay. Just take your fingers like a rake and put all the cheese in there though. And if you notice, it's not that much that I missed. Okay, beautiful. All right. I always have too much, which is okay. But you're going to have drippings. So what you want to do is protect yourself. You want to take a tray and make sure you have the tray on the bottom. So what's cool about La Cornell, they give you these beautiful trays to capture any drippings. Now, what I gotta do, and my oven's too hot, which is fine. I just need to put this on the bottom tray to capture any issues. All right, so this is hot. Remember that it's hot. Always use your mitts. Because trust me, how many times have I forgotten? Okay, and you know what? Nah, that's fine. I'm gonna take this to the corner. And now, this is the trick. You're gonna be very even and steady, or else you're gonna make a mess. And let's slide that guy right in. Oh, look at that. Close that oven. 350, conventional oven. 40 minutes. You're gonna check on it, but 40 minutes. So we will be back 40 minutes later. Oh my gosh. So I just pulled this out of the oven. And look how beautiful that is. Oh, look at that. Oh, just unbelievable. Okay, so I gotta pop it out of here. So I buttered it really good. So it should just, so I'm gonna do this in the center. And see if I can just pop it out. Oh, look at that. How'd that work? It's a miracle. I'm gonna get a spatula and try to pick it up under here. Look at that. It's these tricks. Okay. I'm gonna bring it to the side. I don't want to drop it all the way down because I gotta get off that metal. and it's hot. Now let it cool for 5 minutes. And let me do this. Oh, here we go. And this non-stick is amazing. Let's see if I can just grab it and transfer it. Not too hot. Not too hot. But be careful. All right. So here's my tart. Now last thing I'm gonna do is take a little nutmeg and drop a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit on the top. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let's cut my beautiful tart. We'll need one of these guys. Oh, that's too long. Too long. That'll do. All right, so let's cut our tart. Oh, I wish you guys could smell this because it is absolutely amazing. All right. And I suggest that you cut it into smaller pies like this. And then just press down. And one more time. Push down. There we go. Oh my God. I'm so excited to have some of this. Look at that. Look at that. And there you go. Bonsoir, bon appetit. Thank you for joining me. I have lots of videos that they're all over the place. Check out my channel. Please subscribe. I appreciate it because it helps to pay for all this, which I need 400 subscribers, but we're not there yet. So watch my videos. I hope you enjoy this. Share, and anyways, thank you so much. The point of this is not for money. I'm not there. But it's to share my recipes over for 30 years. Thank you. Bonsoir, bon appétit. The beauty